Hey guys, Patrick Wind here once again, and welcome to our Facebook and Instagram Ads Masterclass. Today we're going to talk about Black Friday and Cyber Monday. On these very crucial moments for e-commerce throughout the entire year, return on ad spend, so ROAS of 6, 8 or even 10 is possible. But how? That's exactly what I'm going to show you today in this amazing video. So, my goal for you today is that you have everything you need to create highly profitable Facebook and Instagram ads on your own and then scale them exponentially during Black Friday and Cyber Monday. What I'm going to show you today are the exact solutions that I've already applied to over 120 different brands like ASICS, Meller, The Power MBA, MAM, Glovo, Pede Paula, Alogio, Bioderma, Olaluz, and all the others that you see on the screen, and which help them to generate over 10 million euros in return on ad spend with their Facebook and Instagram ads so far. Here's a screenshot from one of the best accounts that I'm working on with together right now. So best not in terms of ROAS, but actually the volume that they've generated is already quite substantial with over 5 million euros in website purchase conversion value. Now, today we're going to talk about Black Friday, and Black Friday is one of the crucial moments. Also, if you take a look at this draft here, if you honestly take a look at like all of these peaks also in 2018, 2017, this peak here, and also in 2018, this peak here, all of this is during Black Friday. So now it's really important to see how we can also scale our business during these very important dates. Now, what I'm going to show you are not only highly advanced strategies, tips and tricks, but also the official information that we have received from the Facebook headquarters, so during the Facebook Performance Summit in Madrid. Now, first know-how that I would like to share with you is that Instagram Stories is becoming more and more relevant, and according to Mark Zuckerberg, it's going to become the most popular format for sharing content. They claimed already 2018, but now according to Mark Zuckerberg in 2020, it's going to overrule also the other placements and all the other formats. So what they say is that over 50% of the content that people are going to share on social media is going to be in story formats. So Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Messenger stories, all of that. Why? Well, because it's simply very fast to consume, but also very fast and easy to create. And many people are gonna use that. So for you, it's very important that in Black Friday this year, that you're really gonna have very nice Instagram story creatives prepared. And not only the typical Instagram story with a vertical video, but for example, what you see here is like a combination of a video on top and then a text below. You can easily play around with that, and you can perfectly, it's called stacking. So you can create something that could also be called triple vertical ad. So basically stacking different elements, so combining different elements in one video. Of course, what you upload to Instagram or to Facebook is one video, but beforehand you already edited a little bit, and you combine, for example, two videos that are squared into one video, or you combine one image and one video, or you can even have 3 different elements. That's why it's called triple. And all of this is really important now in Black Friday this year. Another thing that's important once Black Friday is over is that people do not care about discounts anymore. They don't care about getting the best deal. What they really care about is how long it will take for your product to be shipped to their houses. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to make sure that on the product information, on the product page on your website, you clearly indicate when the product is going to arrive at home. Okay, so of course you could do like Amazon, this product is going to arrive on the 21st, or this product is going to arrive on the 16th, so really dynamically calculated. But it's also not necessary to make it so complicated. You can also just put a static table there and say, if you live in Spain, for example, then your product is going to be shipped between 2 and 3 working days. If you live in Europe, outside of Spain, your product is going to take 3 to 5 days or whatever. So people are smart enough to calculate that, and it really boosts your conversion rate if you indicate clearly when the product is going to arrive at their homes. Now, when it comes to Black Friday, it's very important to have in mind that it's of course not just one day, it's not just Friday, in this year the 29th of November, but it's actually the entire weekend, so also Saturday, Sunday, and then Cyber Monday, which is this year on the 2nd of December. But it's also about the week before, so it's also called Black Monday already, so the Black Week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But in order to make sure that in this third stage, in the maximize sales stage, we are gonna be able to maximize our sales as much as we can. First of all, we need to create momentum. We need to build momentum. And that's what we want to do in the months before that, okay? I don't know when you have started to prepare your Black Friday campaigns, but most of my clients have started already in July or even in June. So people really get prepared for the Black Friday campaigns very early, because it's very important to build this momentum, to build this hype, okay? On the one hand, because you want to create customer expectations, but on the other hand, you want to fill up this cookie pool, so basically that you can then later on remarket all of these people with remarketing and dynamic product ads. And then of course in the fourth phase, it's about post-Christmas sales. But in this video today, I'm going to talk about how to build momentum, because we're still before Black Friday, and then how you can really maximize your sales during Black Friday. Now, let's get started. Very important slide that I've also received from the Facebook headquarters. And once again, they clearly tell us that we should focus when it comes to September, October, and November. It really comes to building this momentum and creating a lot of people tracking a lot of people on your website that you can then retarget, because in November what you want to do is you want to harvest all of these people that have engaged with your content, and you want to retarget them almost with absolutely no capping, so without any budget limitations, because you want to make sure that you really convert them with your special offers. Now, what we're going to cover today is how to build this momentum already before the Black Week, how to maximize your sales during the Black Week, so Monday to Thursday, how to scale your profits exponentially during Black Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Cyber Monday, and how to apply specific top 10 ad creatives for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Does it sound good to you? I hope yes. So let's get started. Last year, Black Friday was on the 23rd of November. This year, it's on the 29th of November. This already is an important information, because we can see that this year it takes place 6 days later, so almost 1 week later, which basically reduces the time that after Black Friday until Christmas, we're going to have the available to maximize our sales. So it's really important this year to already have some strategy in place before Black Friday, because the time afterwards until Christmas is very short. What is Black Friday? Well, typically a lot of discounts everywhere, but it's not what I'm talking about today. I'm gonna show you just some advanced hacks that you can really master the algorithm. One of the things that you want to do if you're in the e-commerce sphere is, instead of giving them 20% or 30% discount code that they can apply then wherever they want on whichever product, it's better to claim up to 70%, okay? Or up to 60 or whatever you want to, hasta so up to a certain percentage, and then you apply this high amount of discount on just one of the products that you have, for example, on page number 4 of your product list, and then on the really top sellers, you just apply a 10%, 20%, 15%, whatever. But this way you can protect your margins, but you still get high click-through rates on your ads by claiming up to 70%. So that's already pretty interesting. So next insight that I've prepared for you is, as this year, the 29th of November is so late, the Black Friday on 29th of November is so late, we should really consider having a Singles Day promotion. Singles Day takes place on the 11th of November, so 1111, because there were 4 guys who invented that. Everyone is like 111, therefore it's like the 11th of November, because it's like 4 times the number 1. That's why it's called Singles Day. And especially in Asia and also in the United States of America, Singles Day is becoming more and more important when it comes to online sales, and it's a cool opportunity for you this year to make sure that November is going to be a great month and you're not losing the Christmas sales because it's such a short time afterwards, by applying already discounts on the 11th of November. Why does all of this matter to us? Because the sales during Black Friday are increasing. And also an important stat for you is, when it comes to the actual Friday, when is the peak time? Is it at 8 in the morning? Is it at 4 in the afternoon? Is it at night? No, it's actually at noon. So at midday, that's when you need to have all your customer support available. That's when you have to be aware that people are gonna order a lot of things. So it's at 12 p.m. the peak moment, and the sales via mobile phone are increasing every single year. Okay, so what you can see also here, the mobile sales on Black Friday are increasing every single year. And it's also not just a local phenomena in the United States. No, it's actually global phenomena that takes place also in the United Kingdom, in Germany, in the Northern European countries like Sweden, and in so many more countries. So it's really important for you to make use of this important date. Now, how can we now finally build momentum? Let's jump into phase 1. And what I've prepared for you here are 15 very practical tips. This year, the Black Week starts on Monday the 25th. So what I recommend is to build momentum until Sunday the 24th. And what you want to do in this phase is you want to heavily increase the traffic in the weeks before Black Friday in order to build up a certain cookie pool, to build up a certain audience that you can then later retarget. Now, how should we do that? Well, on the one hand, we want to increase our budgets, that's for sure. But whom are we going to target with these increased budgets? What I recommend you is that you work with broader interest-based audiences. So if you have previously only worked with let's say 1 or 2 million people in an audience, now let's go to broader audience, even 3, 4 or 5 million people in this audience, in order to make sure that you really attract also new people to this specific offer that you have for them. What else can you do? You can work with larger lookalike audiences. So if you have until now only worked with the 2 or 3% lookalike in your country, then it's the right moment to also test the 4 or 5% lookalike in order to make sure that you really reach new people that you can then later on retarget with your retargeting campaigns during Black Friday. Another way to reach new people is, for example, targeting friends of fans. It's not that easy to create this audience. It's not within your asset library audiences and then saved audience. No, it's not there. Where you find it is when you create an ad set. On ad set level, you can exclude and include people who like your page and friends of fans. And at this level, you can easily create an audience and it reaches all the friends of people who follow your Facebook page. What else can you do? Well, of course, you can reach your competitors, so fans of your competitors. If they are big enough, you can search them in the interest box. And something what I recommend you on top of that is that you generate leads, so emails, already in this build momentum phase, because you can then later on re-impact all of these people with specific newsletters, with specific emails, because emails gonna be very cheap for you during times of high CPMs. So when Black Friday has arrived, it's very expensive to reach 1,000 people with your Facebook and Instagram ads, but email is still gonna be the same price as usual, and you can easily re-impact all of these people via a different channel. Moreover, you also want to run post engagement campaigns, and you want to re-impact people that have engaged with your Instagram or Facebook profile, which is like the highest level in the funnel. So not just people who added to the shopping cart, who viewed a specific product. No, you can go all the way up. People who visited your page, your website, people who engaged with your Facebook, Instagram page, and not only in the last 3 days or 7 days, but you can go all the way back until 180, or if it's within Facebook, you can go even to 365. So all of these things will really help you to reach as many people as possible that you can then later on retarget. Now, one little expert tip that I want to share with you here in this video is that yes, the CPMs are going to be more expensive, but your organic reach is going to stay the same or even better if you apply the right strategy. And the right strategy in this year is that you run at least every second or third day in this phase an Instagram live or Facebook live. Okay, why? Because it stops being a monologue and it turns your business to be a dialogue with the customer, and Facebook highly benefits that, and Instagram as well, by sending even notifications to your audience, by being top of the feed, and this really gives you a very nice organic reach. Now, what can we do then? Once we have arrived in the Black Week, so on Monday the 25th of November, now it comes to warming up your audience or pre-sale or already pre-selling with lower CPMs. These are two different strategies, and it really depends on you which of these strategies you want to apply. The tsunami strategy basically says that you hold back your discounts. That's what big e-commerce companies like Zara or H&M do. They hold back the discounts until almost the very last moment, and then they release it Okay, and then you have your discounts available from Thursday 10 p.m. or something. Okay, and the advantage of doing it like this is that you can protect your brand a little better than if you would give a lot of discounts, and of course the sales on Black Friday are going to be amazing. The other, and what you want to do when you work with the tsunami strategy, is that you during the days Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, you do not say buy now. Your copy is prepare your shopping cart already. Okay, and so the discounts are here, but you cannot use them so far. Prepare your shopping cart already, and on Friday you're going to be able to apply the discounts. The other strategy is if you do pre-selling already with lower CPMs during Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, then you can communicate, hey, Black Friday has already arrived, and you can do it exactly like that. What you can do is that your discount is going to be increasing every single day. So on Monday you give a 10% discount, on Tuesday 15%, on Wednesday 20%, so on and so forth. Or you do it the other way around, which I personally also like a lot. So the discounts are decreasing. So you explain to customers that you reward the early ones, okay? And the earlier they sign up for it, the earlier they buy a product, the higher the discounts. On Monday like 30%, Tuesday 25%, Wednesday 20%, so on and so forth. So really reward people who purchase early. Now, whom are we going to target? Well, we can already retarget people, but what I like a lot, to be honest, is creating lookalike audiences from Black Friday purchasers from 2017 and Black Friday purchasers from 2018. Why? Simply because people who tend to purchase a lot during these discount phases are not necessarily the same customers that would usually purchase your products in February or May. Okay, so really building lookalikes, so digital twins from the people who have already purchased on Black Friday last year and the year before is a very good idea. Now, what else can you do? You can create a specific Black Friday bundle offer to increase your average order value and lifetime value. I'm going to show you a couple of these examples later on, but basically what you can do when it comes to bundle offering is that you can either do a vertical bundle, so 2 for the price of 1, 3 for the price of 2, so on and so forth. That's a vertical bundle. Or you can do a horizontal bundle. A horizontal bundle basically means that you sell products that are related to the original one. So for example, if I sell if I sell a table, you sell in the bundle offer also 2 chairs with it. Okay, so products that are very well related to each other. What else can we do? Well, we want to run specific ads for these bundle offers during Black Week. For example, if you have everything related to the color black, so the black chair, so the black table with the 2 black chairs, whatever, that's the Black Friday special bundle offer, then you want to run specific ads for that. Now, an expert tip is you have your discounts. Let's say, for example, if you do the tsunami strategy and they start on Thursday 10 p.m., what you want to do is you want to reward your loyal customers, so people who have already purchased, and you want to give them early access already a little bit earlier, for example at 8 p.m, so that people feel more rewarded for being loyal also throughout the entire year. Now finally Black Friday has arrived, so the Black Friday weekend, and the most important part here is that we really have unlimited retargeting budgets. On the one hand, people are afraid because they think if I give it like 3,000 euros daily budget on this specific campaign, then it will spend everything and it will spam people so much and people will get annoyed. Yes, if you don't have the budget, don't do it, but don't be afraid that you're gonna spam people too much, because there's a natural frequency cap of 2 or 4. So you won't be able to reach one and the same person more than 4 times. So 4 times is only possible if the person really likes your page or follows you, okay? And if the person does not follow you, does not like your page, you can only impact this person 2 times. So it's really important to know that one of the biggest mistakes that we can do throughout this period is limiting our retargeting budget too much by not having enough budget and not being able to deliver all of the impressions and generate all the sales that we could. So that's very important. Now, just a disclaimer, this natural frequency cap of 2 and 4 applies to all the placements minus Facebook desktop right column. Okay, so on Facebook desktop right column, make sure if you work with very high budgets that you exclude it, and you're on a specific campaign only for right column, for example, but you do not want to have like 3,000 euro daily budget for this specific retargeting campaign and work with automatic placement, which includes right column, because on right column you can really have frequency of 50 or 100 per day theoretically. So the natural frequency cap applies for everything minus right column. Very important. Now, of course, you want to optimize your creatives and your website for mobile first, and also video becomes more and more important. And what we have already discussed previously is that an offer up to 70% makes more sense because it gets higher click-through rates than the standard 20 or 30%. During the phase of Black Friday, you want to work with the call to action buttons, the CTA, shop now. And once again, you can start the Cyber Monday offers, which can be a different offer than a Black Friday one, already on Sunday night. An expert tip here, you want to put your discounts already in the single image or the video and to stick out and have the stop effect so that people really don't scroll over yet, but you really pay attention. Now, very important, once our campaigns are up and running and they perform well, you can leave them running for a couple of more days, right? So even if Cyber Monday is over, you can also in your copies already talk about Cyber Week instead of Cyber Monday, so people don't care if it's Cyber Monday or it's Cyber Week, they just want another discount. So if you already work with the Cyber Week and you have it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then even the Monday afterwards, if you want, it will help the algorithm, because you won't need to turn off a well-performing ad set or campaign, and you can let it run for much more days. So my tip here is, instead of working with Cyber Monday, rather work with the Cyber Week, which gives you more freedom when it comes to algorithm optimization. Now, in these images, you can see a couple of very nice examples of what many big brands do when it comes to Black Friday creatives. So once again, we see clearly that they communicate their discount, like a 15% off already in the image. On the right side, you see People Footwear, who's not even communicating any kind of product or anything. They just say Black Friday sale and get the high click-through rates. And on the left side, you see that people very nicely play around with the Shop Now button, even inside the creative. And of course, they play with the color black. And on the right side from Target, you see an example of the tsunami strategy, because they say better start planning your Black Friday game already. The deals are already here, okay? But it's just a Black Friday preview. So you can go on their site, you can preview the discounts that are going to be available, and then so you can do this throughout Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then on Friday they release the deals, they release the discounts, and that's why they say prepare your shopping cart already, but don't purchase so far. Purchase when the discounts are ready. Now you can just prepare it, you can just preview. You can see some further examples. On the left hand, you see that people will not just, you do not just have to work with discounts, you can also give products on top of that. So if you spend $100, you get a free cap. Very cool idea. And on the right side, you see one of my favorite bundle offers, because they manage to even increase the average order value throughout discount season. So instead of reducing the price for something, they combine several related products, and this way they say save $240, but what they really do is they make you pay more by adding additional products to their initial offer. Okay, and now the last examples I wanted to share with you here is on the left side. You perfectly see, once again, up to 50% off. And it's also a very nice idea that if you buy one product, you get 30% off. If you buy two products, you get 40%. Buy three, you get even 50%. So this, once again, helps you to increase the average order value. And on the right side, you see limited time discount for blue and white socks, so on and so forth. So working with discounts, scarcity, and especially countdown is a very good idea. Now, my recommendation is, during the entire Black Friday season, during Black Week and Cyber Week and so on and so forth, you want to have a discount code in combination with a countdown, okay? So really a time, a clock that ticks down. You want to have that included in your website, like 100% for sure. Now, you want to see the official Facebook headquarters Black Friday checklist, so the official one that the headquarters recommends. Then let's jump directly on their website. I will also post this link below, and it's basically just in the business news, and they claim to have 5 ways to improve your Christmas campaigns planning with Facebook and Instagram already up front. And basically ideas is go bigger, earlier already, guarantee window presence, automate the peak period, think broader audience, remove friction, okay, and then what it means to us. So you can of course read through all of this alone later on in more time, but basically the first thing is that you want to already prepare your audiences earlier. So that's just what I told you. Instead of just doing ads on Friday, you want to prepare them already up front. Here once again, 11/11, so Singles Day is becoming more and more important. If you take a look at this graph, it's really interesting. So they would even say that in 2018 it was almost as intense as Black Friday. That's really interesting. That's the European average. And what else can we say? That you want to guarantee a certain window presence. That basically means that you want to already invest in ads before Black Friday, so during the entire month of November, and automate the peak period, because what they say is they talk about pre-peak and panic phase. So the campaign launch should at least be beginning of November, and then you really make sure that during Singles Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you get the best out of it. And then during the panic phase, so the final payday means that's the last day when you can make sure, when you can guarantee to your customers that the product is going to arrive before Christmas. Okay, that's the final payday. And then think broader audiences, because nowadays when it comes to Facebook and Instagram ads, you don't want to over narrow your audiences. So once again, think of broader audiences and remove frictions, not only in your ads but also on your website. So product availability, speed of delivery, offer click and collect in the store, for example. And now let's sum up. What does it mean for us as marketers? Start early, so you're top of mind as people start building their Christmas lists. Use automation, so your budget matches demand across the Christmas period. Help customers to buy the best gift for their loved ones. And remember, it's not magic, it's insights. So once again, you see the official checklist is okay, but let me also present you a second one of them. Before you make sure, so before you run your ads, you want to make sure that you have all the tracking pixels properly installed. So place and verify the pixels throughout the entire funnel, because you cannot do unlimited retargeting if you haven't tracked them properly up front. Now, they also say Instagram stories is going to become more and more important, what I've already told you up front. So not just doing a normal vertical video, but really making sure that you combine different elements within one video. And when it comes to dynamic ads, so ads that are based on your product catalog, you want to show them not only in retargeting but also in prospecting to really make the best out of the incredible predictive power of the Facebook algorithm. But once again, like all of these official Facebook recommendations are good, but they're very generic, no? So let's finish this video by showing you also my personal Black Friday checklist, which I think is much more practical and easier to apply. So it's also a little summary of this video today, and it shows you what you need to have in place in order to get successful Black Friday campaigns up and running. Now, first, you want to start to invest on new audiences already, at least since the 1st of October or at least the 1st of November, okay? Why? Well, because during Black Friday, the Facebook ads are going to be more and more expensive than ever, and you want to mainly focus your budget on retargeting. What you want to do is during Black Friday and during the entire Black Friday hyper season, so also the Black Week and then especially also Cyber Monday and the weekend after Black Friday, you want to make sure that around 50% of your budget is going to be spent on retargeting. And in order to make sure that you spend half of your budget on retargeting, you first need to nurture this funnel. That's why you need to start already early with your campaigns for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So already at least in beginning of November or even earlier. Keep a big amount of your budget for the Black Friday days, because you will need a lot of budget for retargeting. And If you're selling internationally, my 3 favorite markets for Black Friday are Germany, France, and Belgium. Okay, and also the Netherlands are good, so the Benelux countries are pretty interesting. Now, when Black Friday starts, you want to empower retargeting, and you want to do it with dynamic product ads, but not only dynamic product ads. Also, you want to have specific campaigns. For Instagram stories, for example, as I mentioned, you want to have a specific campaign for Facebook desktop right column, for example, in order to control the frequency there. And all your entire website should brief Black Friday. So it's not enough to just adopt your ads a little bit. It's really important that also your entire website breathes the entire theme of Black Friday. So for example, you could put the background color into black. You could work when you work with DPA, so dynamic product ads. You can work with specific frames, okay, so that on top of every single product from your catalog, you put a specific Black Friday frame, like a black frame on top of it or at the side. And make not only Black Friday, you can make it the entire week. That's what I said, like the Black Week. And you do not have to finish also on Monday, so Cyber Monday at night. You can easily do the Cyber Weeks, and this will this will give you 6 days more of very highly performing sales. And why is it a good idea? Well, it's always better to make campaigns that last at least for 3 days and not just 1 day, because it gives more time to the algorithm of Facebook to optimize and maximize results. Plus, on top of that, you want to work with email marketing, because you need to be aware that not everybody is always ready to make a purchase at the first impact. So it's important to apply several channels, like for example, email marketing. And therefore, it was a good idea during October and November, generate a lot of leads, generate a lot of emails that you can then also reimpact via this other channel. And remember that typically the best days for e-commerce are Sunday afternoon till Wednesday. So Monday, so the Black Monday and the Cyber Monday is going to be very important for your sales. Important, display a countdown on your website to create scarcity, fear of missing out, FOMO effect, and to make visitors really give them the feeling of being in a rush so they can really convert faster. And your Facebook campaigns, the context makes everybody crazy and looking for great offers. So really drive as much qualitative traffic, high quality traffic as possible already upfront during the entire campaigns and the hype phase that you can then retarget later. Now, what you want to do is you want to make clear that it is Black Friday, and you want to make this clear also on your ad creatives, so on your pictures and videos, and be sure that you have enough stock, because your sales are gonna scale exponentially when you apply all of these very important tips and tricks. Thank you very much for listening, and all the best with creating your own Black Friday campaigns, and happy scaling from my side. All the best.